creative time. So yeah.
Yeah. You know what that made me think of? I had some other listeners, Tara B, Melissa, and Kayala. They brought up that they struggle with their impression management and their self presentation because they have social media accounts that are not just personal. They either have a business and a personal, or they have one where they do both. And they struggle with how to manage that self presentation because you have a business, but you're also a person. So being comfortable with that.
Well, I think it's not asking too much of yourself in either capacity. Because when you are at work or doing things for work, you are your authentic work self. That is a part of you. I think sometimes people have a hard time realizing it's okay to compartmentalize the different aspects of their life, especially when it comes to technology where the blending and blurring of all these boundaries seems to be impossible. It's okay to sometimes present something that's just who and what you do for professional reasons, and that is a part of you. That's not inauthentic. It's just what you're doing in that particular instance using that platform for your brand or business. It's not you. It's a part of you. And it like that's okay. It's don't just because something is highly curated or edited doesn't mean it's bad or wrong or going to I mean, you can't control how other people will interact or engage or perceive your content. So don't worry about that. Like, that's all good and fine. Don't ask too much of yourself about being authentic. It's just like realize it's okay to not have to feel like you have to be 100% authentic on social media all the time. Sometimes I think authenticity or trying to be can almost be toxic in and of itself, right? Like because for example, when I give a presentation for work and a lot of people are there, or even like for this podcast now that I'm being recorded, like I still think about what I'm going to say, practice, prepare, make sure I'm relatively put together because it's being recorded, and this is still me. This is very authentically me, but it's like what I'm doing for the purposes of my work and my brand as a expert in this space, and that's aligns with a lot of my personal and professional goals. So just be okay with just achieving a goal in another moment and then moving on to the next after the facts.